About to install a coil here. I have plenty of height, so I'm going to teach you guys how to make the transition. Probably about 6 to 8 inches tall right here, and then we're going to set our coil on top of that. So let's do it. So here we have our coil. Right now it's turned upside down so I can get good measurements on it. So luckily it's the same size as the furnace. It's 17.5 by, let's say, 21, and we'll throw a quarter on there. So 17.5 by 21.25. My lips are going to be on the inside. That way it's flush with the equipment, the coil going flush to the metal and flush to the furnace. So we're going to do this in 2 pieces. I'll do a front and a side, and then we'll screw that to another front and the side. We're not going to do Pittsburghs or anything. We're just going to do a 1-inch fold, screw it together. So let's take these measurements and then we'll cut some metal. All right, so I got my 2 pieces here. I made them 8 inches high. This top portion here is going to get a 1-inch fold down on this, and this. Then instead of 17.5, I did 18.5, so I could have a 1-inch lip to screw that side to this side. And now we're going to put some cross brakes in it, and then we're going to put it together and mount it on the coil. So brakes are on, nice and shiny. Now I'm going to fold my 1-inch lips. Then I'm going to put my folding bar right here, right on that line. Apply pressure on that, and then fold this piece up. That'll give you a nice corner. Now that's one side right there. All right, so after all your folds are done, your piece fold, you got your 1-inch lips on the side. You're gonna line it up. You're probably gonna want to do this on a flat surface, not grass. But you always have the option of putting that 1-inch lip on the outside or the inside. I always go inside, that way you don't see it, but you'll know that there's a lip there because you'll see the screws. I'll just do 2 screws on each side, and then after that we're gonna take this 17.5 and this 21.25, and we're going to fold them in, and that's the part that's going to get screwed to the coil. Then on the 1/2-inch side right there, that will get screwed down to the furnace, and I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. All right, so we have our box, nice and pretty. We have our coil. So these 1-inch lips compared to the 1/2-inch are going to sit on the bottom of the coil, and you're going to screw them in that way. Now, probably worried that you're going to screw into the pan. You have plenty of room here. This coil is upside down, but even if you see me lift it, when it sits the right way, screw's not even going to come close to it. Haven't had a problem with that. So you can either run your caulk around here and then put your box on, or you could put your box first. So that's going to sit like that, and then you're just going to screw that around, and that's going to sit flush with the outside of the coil all the way around. Coil is screwed to the riser all the way around, nice and flush. Now we are going to, this is the part that turns people off from wanting to do this because it's an extra step, but I always do it because it looks nicer, is in order to screw those 1/2-inch lips here on the bottom, in order to screw these 1/2-inch lips to the furnace, we have to pull that coil out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the door off, pull the coil, then put this in place, screw this to the furnace all the way around, and then we're going to put the coil back in. So let's go do that right now. All right, so coil cabinet with riser in place. Now this is where those 1/2-inch lips come into play all the way around. So you just throw some screws all the way around, throw the coil back in, make a transition, then you're good. And that's it, it's all done. You got a 7-inch riser, coils on top, all secured from the inside. Flat flanges all the way around, nice and flush. And that's it.